Actually, it's funny. The last time Halima did my retwist this time, and it actually didn't hurt like one bit. I can't even lie. It literally did not hurt one bit.
Yeah, she's pretty good at it.
Yeah, I won't lie. She's pretty. She knows what she's doing. I can't even hold you. She knows what she's doing, bro.
This guy. This guy's looking like Tarzan.
When I got out the shower, my hair was like down to here, man. It was mad.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you say your shrinkage is mad?
Yeah, the shrinkage is mad, bro.
Yeah. That's crazy. Mr. Olukokiloju. Have you seen, what do you call yourself?
I heard that's not your full name. Alukoju? I heard it's longer. Is that true?
No, Olukoju is like that's my last name, bro.
Okay.
But like the other, like you know how like your last name obviously comes from somewhere, right? Like for example, like with European families, specifically like English families, right? Your last name was usually
your occupation and your job.
Your occupation and your job, right? Now with Africans, it's obviously a lot different, right? Because it's a little mixed and muddy. But my dad told me where our last name comes from. I mean, I don't know how valid it is, nigga. I don't know, but that's what he told me. So when he told me what it was, I kept that shit. You know what I'm saying? I just put it in my Instagram bio. Yo, you don't understand how funny it was because I put that shit in my Instagram bio.
Put that mic close to you. Doesn't need to be down there, but it just needs to be closer.
Are you happy?
Isaac, what's happening?
Isaac, are you happy?
Yeah, that's what you have to do. Literally just bring it close to it.
Oh, sorry. Are you going to break it again or are you good this time? And it's super funny because I remember I put that shit in my Instagram bio when I was.
Is this the one that you have now?
Yeah, I put it
the only
cookie. Yeah. I put that shit in my bio.
Is that legit or was that you just making fun of white people?
No. That's apparently where my last name comes from. Like Olukoju is derived from that larger word. But very interesting because when I put it in my Instagram bio when I was like 14, just clout. Are you John? Oh, Lulu. I was like, yo, just stop. Just stop, bro.
This guy said clout.
Girls would walk up to me. Yo, is your name John Lulu? I'm like, chill. No, you don't need to say the full thing, shorty. Just relax. You know.
Oh yeah. Oh wow.
Those days are gone. You know what I'm saying?
Now you're.
You know what I'm saying? I gotta wife.
You can say the word, John.
I got a wife. What do you mean a wife?
Man.
What relationship?
Don't you have a girlfriend now too?
No, I'm single.
That's not what he was saying yesterday, but all right.
Oh, what was he saying yesterday?
Yesterday he's in the gym. Yeah, I have a girlfriend. Talking to this one shorty named. Yeah, I got a girlfriend.
Isaac, you can take this.
Hey.
Nah, I'm just kidding. He wasn't saying that, bro.
I said the full name, bro. What's the surname?
I don't know, bro.
Sounds hella Caucasianish.
Actually,
he was just saying the girl I was talking to in the gym about it.
Yeah. She would, you know what? I feel like she'd totally be Doxa's type.
Oh,
I could see Doxa going for her.
No.
Come on some sneaky link shit?
Doxa likes them a little thicker. Like, not, like, I'll say this is a correct. Yeah.
What's happening?
Just saying your type.
I need to pull up a picture of a girl that you think is my type. Because I literally, I don't know where this is going.
You genuinely think that if Doxa saw her, he wouldn't try to slide? Like if she was at the club or something?
No, I think he would.
Does she have a nice face?
Her attraction, but
does she have a nice face?
I don't think that's his type.
I personally...
Jesus, John. This is a yes or no question. Does she have a nice face?
I'm just saying...
John, you better probably gonna see this. You better say yes.
That you don't even know what I was gonna say, bro. I was gonna say I'm personally not.
I think she's good looking.
I'm personally not attracted to her, but yeah, I do think she's a good looking individual. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Okay, after you pull up someone that you think is my type, pull up this girl. I want to, because John's answer is Higgy, bro.
What's John's answer is Higgy?
Your answer is Higgy, bro. How can you tell? You're acting like one of those girls where you should say, "Oh, my friend likes you." Then you say, "What does the friend look like?"
That's who you think is his type?
I think that's his type.
This guy is that wrong?
Was I wrong? That's what I thought.
Let me see.
That was one of the safest answers you could ever do, bro.
That is definitely Dox's type.
That is the safest answer you could go for.
That's definitely Dox's type.
But yeah. And then who's this? I don't want to say the name again.
It's girl on our track team.
Let me see the picture. I don't trust John.
John, you just got yourself into something because you don't see this.
What? You just like.
Did she watch this?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, wait. Are we recording already?
Yes.
Oh,
I don't know why you brought all that up.
Can we just edit this part out?
Got yourself into deep water. We're not cutting this out.
No, can we cut it out, please? Whoa. Chill.
I don't know why you brought it up out of nowhere.
I'm glad Isaac knows. Isaac knows my type.
Again, it was a speculation. Anyway, can we cut this part? Can we cut this part out?
Now you're not so bold.
Chill.
I'll bleep the name out. I can't be asked to cut the whole thing, bro.
I said she's on the track team though.
I'll bleep it. Like you said again after
What's today's topic actually?
Bro, I don't even know, man.
We usually don't have a topic. We usually just talk about like current events, or sometimes Docs will have some topics ready, but it's usually not a main topic.
But you said what were you gonna say about Andrew Tate?
Oh,
bro, most Googled man on the planet.
Is it Andrew Tate right now?
Crazy, yeah. I think I saw something about it's him. He's the most Googled man. Something apart from Trump or something like that. I don't know if he's number one and then Trump, or Trump is number one and then him, but.
His business model
is ridiculous. It's crazy. Look,
for how he got that success,
bro,
I
have to give it to him.
You have to. Like,
I have to give it to him.
He set up, so he knew he can make money.
Yeah.
Then he opens up Hustlers University, complete garbage. Like all the stuff he teaches in that university, nigga, you can search it on YouTube for free, right? But it's the fact that you get into the university and it teaches you 18 modern methods, of how to make money. Yeah. But then if you create a social media account and repost his content, you get an affiliate link, and people who sign up with your affiliate link to join Hustlers University, you get some money and they join.
But he gets money from them joining. So he just gets money from everyone else.
Pyramid scheme.
It's basically a pyramid scheme. It's a $50 USD sign up, right? But that's why all these all these videos you're seeing of Andrew Tate pop up. Bro. You ever notice it's not by the same account? It's like King Tate, Andrew Tate 222. It's all like these. They're basically burner accounts, but it's spread as content everywhere.
Forget about what he's teaching in the Hustlers University. That is not what his business is. He knew. I'm pretty sure he knew that his business is gonna come from. Is that pyramid scheme?
Of course.
But he's dressed it up as the Hustlers University. Bro, it's a sick brand.
Bro,
it's a sick. I read somewhere. So basically, smart, bro. I think you pay it's either 20 something or $40 or something like that to enter into his course or whatever.
It's 50 USD a month.
50 USD a month. And right now, 100 and something thousand people are subscribed. Bro, he's getting 2 million from one income stream. Bro, 2 million a month. Oh my god. Oh my.
Like the way he structured it, it's smart, right? Because again, a lot of times, right, with a lot of these MLMs, it's a friend talking to a friend. Hey, join this thing. We're gonna sell this product. It's this whatever.
He's played on our psyche, bro.
He threw all that in the garbage and he was like, "Look, I'm gonna teach you something that's gonna help you make money. In return, spread my content. Yeah. But if people are watching your channels while you spread my content, have an affiliate link so they can join." And that in itself is very smart,
bro.
I mean, you're probably not really gaining too much. Like, it's probably just a bunch of Andrews.
He's not right. This is what I'm saying.
Not learning much, but that business model.
This is what I'm saying. It has nothing to do with. What the material he's actually teaching. And what I find brilliant about this is the fact is how he's doing something that is very unorthodox, but works so well in terms of like he's found a new way to play this game of marketing, right? Other people market my stuff. he's playing on our psyche in this new world of social media. Because now that he's realized, or what, like he knows how easy, like how much people want quick money. He's played on that. How much people want viral content or like very
these short
outlandish things, but relate to you. He's got that, and he's literally just made a business line where he actually has to do nothing. Oh,
it's crazy. He shows up to podcasts, says a bunch of things. I'm sure he has a team, like a social media team that chops up all his content for him. Yeah. Then he can post something, but then he knows he has 100,000 people that are gonna repost his content. That's like the model behind that in terms of a revenue, from a perspective of revenue generating.
And do you know what I realized today is that like the conventional way of thinking about things is not the conventional way anymore. Like if you're stuck in that mindset of like to make money, there's a certain way of he's showing that there's no certain, because now you can't chat shit to him because he's making money from something that doesn't seem
like
you're supposed to be making money from. But the essence is he's making money. 2 million in a month, guys. I don't think you understand. 2 million a month.
That's crazy. Oh, and I mean, the scary thing is like, people say a lot of things on podcasts, right? Yeah. And he talks about how he's rich and this, and this. But one thing social media has obviously shown us is that people can talk about a lifestyle, people can have a lifestyle, but you don't know if that's the actual lifestyle they have. Because whatever someone shows on Instagram, on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, whatever, that doesn't actually mean that's their true lifestyle. It could be loans, you never know what it could be, right? Yeah. So let's assume everything he does for the camera is all cap. Like it's fake, the cars are rented, the houses are like everything is rented, it's not actually his. If that is all cap, that is the best marketing investment you've ever made.
I'm glad you said investment because it's working for him now.
It's like they see your cars, you build this lifestyle, they see the way you dress, they see how you talk and act, and it's like, if all of that is cap, you've put your money into the best marketing budget ever, because now you have like 2 million coming in a month. Bro, that is insane. It's insane.
As I said, it's his unconventional way of making money, but he's managed to go past the ridicule. He's managed to go past the skepticism of trying this method and just done it.
Oh yeah, no, he has.
Bro, and the thing is, bro, I heard somewhere else that he's like, so to own a Bugatti, you have to. It's like a member. Yeah, club. It's not like you just go and buy one. No, bro, what? He's in that membership. He doesn't even go. He gets invited to places, but he doesn't go. Bro, but then it goes back to like even like the millionaires that we know before. The group of millionaires are not the same because we're having now a bunch of completely different profile of a millionaire nowadays. You're getting all these younger guys that have blown off crypto, off social media. So like that profile of a millionaire where you're kind of like up and proper is no more. Is no more, and it's crazy.
There are dudes who, like, if you saw them out and about in the street, regular khakis, regular shoes, like you wouldn't be able to tell them from the average Joe. They, they could be stock guys, they could be NFT guys, and they're sitting on hundreds of thousands of liquid cash, if not millions in assets, and you would have no clue. It was really interesting, right? When we went to Miami and we went to different places, I'm seeing guys like who literally look like your average Joe. Like I would not think twice about these guys. I am seeing them spend thousands of dollars, bottle service, like 15K boosts. Like I'm just like,
you played the drum?
Like I'm just like,
it's right.
Like I'm just like, who are these guys?
Yeah.
Like I looked at them and I just calculated the amount of money that they were spending, and I'm like, in the like out and about, if we were in downtown Miami or something like that, I would never have expected that type of person to have that type of money, but it goes to show you that the profile of what rich looks like and all these things is just shifted, right? It's shifted dramatically, right? And it's not like this, you know, you're 50, 60-year-old, you're a millionaire. It's, you know, it's young guys, 25, 30, sitting on millions, and it's
scary because isn't that then adding pressure, like serious undue pressure on everyone else in that age group?
It could be. I was actually speaking with Marcus about this, and one of the things we were talking about is, you know, is the expectation for men and women too high? Like, did we set the bar too high? And what I mean by that is, you know, when you're a young kid and you're growing up, there's this expectation that, you know, you need to have your life in order by like 25. You got to be, you know, steady, good job, emotionally available. Your whole profile as a person should be set up by like a certain age, like a young age, like 25, 24. And my position was those expectations are too high for someone that young versus having those same expectations, but you expect them to be more put together at 35. You know, I think that's a better way to put it, because yeah, it does put a lot of pressure on people, because you can't expect everybody at like 30 to be a millionaire. Like, it's just not feasible. Like, some guys are making their first million when they're 45, when they're 50. Some people never make a million, right? Some people, like, you have to realize $700,000 a year is a lot of money, let alone a million, let alone 10 million, let alone 100 million. Like, 700,000 is so much.
The thing with that 1 million is because when we say 1 million, we say one and then the words million. Or like 700,000, most often than not, we're just gonna see it written out 7 and 6 zeros behind it. Have you know 5 zeros behind it? Whereas 1 million is most often than not see million and billions just written out in words.
Yeah. So
and that plays on our minds so much.
You don't fathom it, man.
Yeah, because bro, like people, like if you see someone on YouTube with 700K compared to if you see someone with 1M,
it's just like
psychologically you're gonna see 700K as a bigger number or harder to achieve. Whereas that 1 million, you have so much expectation of like, oh, I could like, almost as if like I can do that. Yeah. The more zeros we see, the bigger we think the number is. Exactly. So I think
when you replace it with just the placeholder of the M,
exactly.
It's like, you know.
So I think that it's fucked a lot of people up, bro.
It is, and I mean, I don't think people realize, like, if you can make like $70,000 a year as an individual, right?
You're actually fine.
You're fine.
As in you're actually, you can survive and do a lot.
You can have a fantastic assuming you have a partner, right? And you're both making, let's say, $80K a year, you know, so $160,000 a year combined. That is a lot of money. Like, it's not a lot of money if you want to travel all the time, and buy drinks and go out and eat out. That's not a lot of money. It's a very small amount of money. But if you want to live within your means, $160,000 to play inside of, like, that's your means that you have to live within. That's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. People can do a lot of things. You can go on 2 vacations a year. You can send your kids to school. You can pay for a car. Like, you can buy a house. Like, there's so much you can do with $160,000 a year, especially with the financial literacy that people have available in today's world, right? So it's like, you don't need, like, very few people in this world, I can almost guarantee you, need $500,000 a year or 10 million. Like, who actually needs $10 million a year? You know what I mean? Like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna have $10 million. I promise you, after you've taken care of all your family members, after you've taken care of all of their expenses, after you've taken care of all your own expenses, you'll still have half of that 10 million left, and you're gonna be like, okay, well, what do I do with the other half? And it just sits,
I think the need for that kind of money comes when you're now starting to do things outside of yourself. So if you're like, you want to own a company or you want to own businesses, that's where these high numbers are required. Because if you just want to live a life where, but at the end of the day, it's also like, what are you gonna? You can't work forever.
You can.
Right? So, like, are we gonna now say that that 100K is fine? Because technically, there is a point where you will stop earning.
That you'll reach.
You stop working.
Cap.
Sorry.
Yeah.
What next? That 100K is not gonna last forever.
It's not gonna last forever. But I truly think that, I don't think people wake. Okay, so that's a lie. I think that some people obviously wake up and they say, I want to make a lot of money. I think some people do, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, if you want to make money, you want to make money. But I think that most people who do find themselves in positions where they're making lots of money, not that they were given or inherited lots, but they're making lots of money, it most likely comes not because they were chasing the money, but because they were chasing a vision or a passion, right? Like, I wanted to be the best basketball player in the room. They always chase that passion, and then all of a sudden they're on an NBA floor. They're the best player in the room, and because they became that person and they worked for that position, that also equated to them signing like $100 million deal or whatever the case may be, right? So there's that, right?
Yeah.
And so if someone is in that position, then it makes sense, why you have all this money and where you're coming from versus like just having money for the sake of having money. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
Did you see the the Will Smith apology? I saw that and I just said, this guy should
I haven't seen the whole
he should not have hopped in front of the camera. I'm sorry. He should. That is so embarrassing. I'm sorry.
Apologize,
bro. He did.
Whoa. What do you mean he shouldn't have apologized?
It's
No. I think he should have kept the apology private. But I personally, I feel like the reason he came out to tell us about the apology is because Chris Rock didn't accept it. That's how I feel like.
Oh, of course.
Because I feel like
he's arm twisting him, bro.
That's what I'm saying. He now wants people to be it now make Chris look like, Chris, come on, he's apologized. You get what I'm saying? And then strong arm him. Whereas because he said, I apologized to Chris. I called him out and he said, I'm not ready to accept your apology. Why do you need to tell us?
Yeah, the way I see it,
we don't need to know.
Chris talked his shit. Will Smith pressed him. Chris couldn't back it up. Why the fuck you apologizing?
I don't see it like that at all.
Chris is on some bitch shit. That's the way I see it.
Look,
Chris.
Yes.
How?
How you just gonna let a nigga slap you? That was some bitch shit. If you're gonna talk some shit, back it up. That's
back it up where?
Back it up. He was making a joke.
So that was a joke about your.
No, hold on. I don't understand. I don't understand. You're on. Don't forget, you're on TV.
Okay.
Right. This is different from if it's on regular day to day. I can understand, but this is you're on TV,
national television,
doing your job.
Yeah.
And someone got mad at you for doing your job, and while you're still doing your job,
forgetting his job was at Will Smith's expense.
No, it's like everyone's. No. Because how many jokes has he made about everyone? And everyone laughs sitting down because that's the comedian's job. Because that's why
differently to comedy.
No, I know, but then why are you there? Because bear in mind, Chris and Jada, they've been boycotting the Oscars for how long?
Yeah.
Now that Chris is now the one that is hosting, they came. Like, you don't actually have to come to the Oscars.
Well,
right?
he had a pretty good reason for coming.
I know this, but hold on. My point is, right, these are comedians. You laughed when they made jokes about other people.
Yeah.
You saw other people sit down and accept those jokes. Now it's your turn to face it. Or not even your turn, your wife's turn.
Okay.
You then react in that way. How is that not Chris being a bitch?
Okay, so essentially, are we trying to say how Will Smith should react when his significant other is getting made fun of?
No.
Because we have to remember, he is still a human being.
I know. I'm addressing why you're saying Chris is a bitch for not reacting on TV. That's what I'm saying. If it was like regular day to day and we saw that happen, I can see where you're coming from. I can
guarantee he will react.
Well, because
no, I'm saying I can see where you're coming from in terms. He could have acted the same, but I can see where you're coming from in terms like why didn't he throw a punch first, or even hold his hand or block it? But this is
he just took it.
No, but
this is TV, though, bro. I don't think you're understanding.
I can I lean into Dox's perspective much more than yours because I think that it takes a lot of composure as a man to hold yourself.
As much as you say that, John, you wouldn't have acted the same.
On TV,
exactly. I don't think. But the thing is, I don't think I would have acted the same. Therefore, I'm not saying. I'm not condemning what he did. I'm actually, in fact,
so you should be able to see where I'm coming from. Then
I see where you're coming from, but I disagree with you because I can understand where Chris Rock came from.
So you can disagree with the way you would have reacted.
What are you saying? No,
that's the.
I finish?
You're saying that's the way you would have reacted, and you're saying you would have disagreed.
Isaac, are you like what? Hold on, wait. Like, this is television. No, okay, no, I'm gonna cut this bit out, right?
Yeah.
Or you started saying certain things, you understood, so you did within your means.
Yeah, I definitely understand where you're coming from.
So I'm saying, in the context of them being on live television and that happening, there's no way you can call Chris a bitch. Like, I don't know why you call him a bitch.
But you also
because my point is,
he could have blocked. He could have tried to duck.
No. But this is all shock, though. But this is all shock because
it's the same conversation. You, like, quick in real time, you're making a reaction, and you're forming your opinion because you saw something happen. When something is happening in real time to you, you can't just make these decisions as if you're like a third person. Like, oh, I would have ducked. Like, it's not a video game, my nigga.
This is the same conversation. I mean? This is along the same lines as when we talk about girl. Mm-hmm. Why didn't you stop him? Shock can, like, there's some girls that would literally fight the guy off or call someone. There's some girls that will react, like, get active. Yeah. But there are some that we've heard some stories. Well, I can only speak from. I've heard some stories where the girl, it's happened, and only after she's now like panicking.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then who are we to now say, why can you do it? Sometimes it's shock.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because how many times has he told a joke and someone come up, not even slap, just stand up to walk up to the stage? He's contemplating what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Like, are you coming to give me something? Before you know it, a slap. Now, at that point of the slap, he's now like, I can't do anything right now. Like, you saw the pause. It's not like he starts speaking after. Like, when someone slaps you, you either make a joke or you be like, yo, bro, there was an evident pause. He's like, what do I do now? Because in that space that he's thinking, Will's already walked back.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? So now it's just like, what do I do now? In that position, it's just like, I have to get off the stage, but I just need to I'd like to basically calm everyone down, just continue my job. Because he did. He just carried on talking as if nothing happened.
But that's why I said that I feel like...
Wait, I'm gonna come back in now. Yeah.
That's why I felt like he as a man showed great composure under pressure and distress, because again, I wouldn't have done that. If someone slaps me like that in public, and my friends know I'm not the type to play around, whether it's in public, whether it's in private. If someone does something I don't like, I say something about it. Yeah. I really do, right? So kudos to him, because I'm not that man. I'm not that man. I'm not that guy.
See the way Will Smith just walked away,
bro.
He walked away like, this nigga's not touching me. But and I know he's not touching me.
So can we?
I think Will Smith walking back was a walk of shame. I actually don't see it as him being.
You should have saw the way he walked back, chest high, shoulders shredded. This nigga knew. He's like, this nigga's not touching me. He said he walked back with ease. The camera cut.
Yeah, I'll so say.
I'll save my point. You heard me. But let's go. Like, if we go back to the original thing, is I just think that Will Smith's apology was just
everyone knows poor. He's doing it so he can start getting views again.
And it was a PR stunt. It was literally a PR stunt.
Honestly,
and he doesn't mean it.
He doesn't mean it.
But he shouldn't mean it.
But even the way he was, even the apology itself, like, if you saw the video, I just like, there's no way this nigga's actually saying this. Like, Chris Rock, I I apologize. Like, my nigga, we don't need to hear all that.
Bro,
call the nigga, keep it private.
It was ass, bro. Like,
we don't need to hear it out.
Bro, we honestly
there ain't no way.
We don't need
if a nigga's talking crazy about my wife and I beat his ass, there ain't no way I'm apologizing after. But I did that shit on purpose.
I'm
talking about me personally.
No, I know.
He's not talking crazy about his wife.
Come on, Isaac.
No, Isaac. Let's
I think where why are you pushing it back?
You like invalidating,
bro.
No. You're not in his shoes.
I'm not invalidating.
You need to talk to the mic.
Look. I'm not invalidating him, but I'm simply putting this into perspective. Okay. Most times, when a man feels like he's been disrespected because someone's insulting his wife, the insults usually have to do with something sexual, like, "Oh, your wife's a whore." Like, bro, no, is that not the truth?
No.
But that's usually. Oh, your wife's fat. I think like it's usually something of the physical. But he's making a joke about hair.
Exactly. I think we're conflating it too much.
At Jada, what's her name again? Jada. At her age, hair loss in women is normal, and the fact that comedians make fun of everybody for literally everything,
bro. People
it's
like
not
think
out
about
of the ordinary.
People made fun about and slaves, slavery.
Okay, let's think about John. I want you to be in this scenario. Put yourself in this scenario. Say a nigga makes a joke about your girlfriend. She got really skinny, and say she's going through chemotherapy. But these people don't know this. They don't know that's why she's been losing so much weight. You're gonna go press that nigga, right?
No,
what do you do?
Okay, so
a guy's making fun of your girl for being skinny, and you know the reason why she's so skinny. You're not pressing him.
But before I answer alopecia, is it something rare and death threatening? It's something that
it's something rare, but it's not death threatening.
And people go for it.
Yeah,
people have gone for it as well.
My question is this just some random nigga out and about?
Yes.
Or is this like
random nigga out and about?
Nigga, I would not waste my time with someone like that. I just wouldn't waste my time. Like if it's a one-off.
If it's Isaac.
If it's Isaac,
you're pressing me, and you better. Because if you don't, I'm slapping you.
No. This is the difference, right? This is the difference. If I'm out and about and somebody made an inappropriate comment about my girlfriend, knowing the type of person I am, I would say, baby, let's ignore this nigga and let's just go about our day. That's not fair. If it's my nigga, right, and he makes a joke, let's say
that's different.
Okay, so what if okay, so you say this, but what if like a random person that you don't know is like saying the N-word? Would you press them?
John, you have to answer. Yeah, John, you have to answer. Because I've heard stories, bro.
Thank you. And just like that, we caught him in a lie.
I've heard stories, bro.
So you would press a random person that's saying the N-word, but someone that's talking crazy about your girlfriend, the person you love, the person you want to marry. That's where
Can I speak? No. Hold on. Isaac, I think,
and just so you know, by press, I don't mean always fight. I just mean like check.
But you are misrepresenting the story.
I think you're conflating it because look. This is not like Chris is on stage and then off script.
Yeah,
he has a direct at Jada, as in Jada, like direct as in you look ugly because you're alopecia or something.
Yeah,
this is a constructed joke.
Yeah,
bro. Do you guys say this is a constructed joke? There's a means behind it.
Yeah,
and there's a reason for it, and it's not something that is a direct insult. Bear in mind they have been friends before, right? And bear in mind this is his job.
Yeah.
Right,
yeah, I understand.
Because the funny thing is, if we look back, Will has made pretty much a similar joke about alopecia to a man before in his past.
Yeah,
he's made a similar joke before, and everyone laughed. The guy laughed. He didn't slap him. He laughed. Obviously, afterwards, maybe if he found it as insulting, he probably told Will, "Yo, like that's our order." But the fact is, this is television. Like when we start mixing like different scenarios and context, it doesn't do the situation any justice, or it doesn't help our discussion. Because if we're in public and all of that happened, Chris, you're an idiot.
Yeah,
why are you not fighting back? Or why didn't you hold it? Why didn't you stop him? Because you knew you were about to make a joke about a girl, his girl, and you're in public, and you see that's a different context.
See,
but this is
where I'm coming from is basically, obviously I feel like, oh yeah, it was over exaggerated. It's a G.I. Jane joke. It's not that serious. But obviously I don't want to invalidate how serious it is for Will and Jada, so that's why I don't really speak on that matter. But what in regard to this, I think, Will, you made the decision. It might have been the wrong decision, but stick to it.
Okay.
I
get where you're coming from. Now, I want to just touch on what this monkey was saying. This rubbish. First of all,
nobody cares about that.
First of all. Now, the situation you brought up, I think, the situation Isaac brought up, right? And I'm sure, Doxy, you've heard a few rumors.
Calling me a monkey when he was running up and down the street.
What had happened was we were somewhere, and
don't say we.
We were.
You don't know if I was with you.
I'm not. I could say we could be referring to a different.
Don't get into the debate, bro.
You're just offing yourself, you dumbass. We were somewhere, and a young man had repeatedly said the N-word. And it's very evident that he is not of African descent.
You don't know that.
In any case of the word, he's not of. In any case, he's not.
You could have asked
of African descent. Now,
before jumping the gun,
he had said it multiple times, and I remember vividly saying, "Yo, you need to stop." He then, was getting aggressive and rude to me, making threats, saying he was going to beat me up, things like that. Because me as an African is telling a
So I'm going to let him finish, but I'll tell you the real story after.
It's telling a Filipino to say, hey, I'm checking him. You need to stop saying this word. Like, I don't care what you say. Just don't say it around me. I'm being very respectful. He's threatening to beat me up. At that point, I was done being respectful. I said, yo, you need to shut the up. You need to stop saying this word now. He told me, hey, if you tell me to stop saying this word one more time, nigga, I'm gonna beat your ass. I said, yo, stop saying the word. He threw the first punch. After that, I proceeded to beat the shit out of him. but you have to understand, I gave him a plethora of opportunities to stop. I was respectful. Then I became disrespectful when I said it. But the fact is, when the rubber met the road, I told him to stop multiple times politely.
You know what I mean? John, what was the first thing you said to him?
I told him to stop saying that.
Okay, would you classify that as you checking him, correct?
I think that would classify as me checking him.
Okay, so why would you do that but not for your girl?
Okay. Now, what you...
Wait. Are we moving away from the Chris story?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so
we need
now,
to just make that clear.
In your case, right, you had said, well, someone says something to your girl, right?
Mm-hmm. And first, I think we should get this out of the way. Did you know this person?
No, I didn't know this guy. Okay. So now, with your example, the reason why I wouldn't check this person is because if this is some random schmuck that...
Wait, sorry. To add to the context, is it... Because we're relating it to this John's fight.
Yes.
Well, not really a fight because he beat the guy out.
Yes.
But we're relating it to it, right? So in your context, is it that the guy made the joke once and they walked away? Or was it a recurring, as in like he was still going on and on about the joke about his girl?
Because even with the Chris Rock, he made a joke only once.
Yeah.
Then,
we're not talking about the Chris Rock situation.
But we've moved past it. As in,
that's the point he was relating it to.
No. We've moved past it because now he's relating it to your story.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Well, again, is it
so? Which one? Which one is it? Has he just made the joke once in front of them?
Let's say he's made it multiple times.
Okay, if he's made it multiple times, that's very different. I'm checking him.
Okay,
I'm checking him. It's very different because if it's some random schmuck and I'm going throughout my day and he says it once and again in the situation with the fight, we didn't have the opportunity to leave. We were trying to enter into an establishment. I'm not going to say the establishment.
Okay. So let's just say, let's not say this person did this in passing. Let's say he walked up to her, walked in front of her, and said it. Are you not going to say, yo, my girlfriend has cancer, please do not say that? That's checking. That could be classified as checking. You're telling me you wouldn't even do that?
No, I would do that.
Okay, then you check them.
But wait, that's
no. Wait. Let me add mine because
he's equating oranges to apples here.
Nigga,
I'm just saying.
That classifies
as checking.
See, personally, if he does, this is a stranger.
Yeah.
Right? He's telling me my girlfriend is skinny.
Mm-hmm.
Guy, I don't know you from anywhere. Leave will leave. Right? I don't have to check him and explain why my girlfriend is skinny. Mm-hmm. If someone I know says something, then that's different because you know me, you might know something about her cancer.
So
that means that means you're saying something. You might be saying something about her cancer.
Yeah.
Now relating this back to the Chris Rock thing, that is why Will got up, because I feel like if that was a different comedian that they didn't know and they weren't close with, he would have to laugh it off. But I think part of the reason why he got up was that you know us. You probably know about her leukemia.
Okay, I understand that.
Alopecia.
You probably know about her.
Don't invalidate.
But it's niggas who are bald. You think
it's different for girls. The beauty standard is different. No, I don't know why you're making that comparison.
No.
You sound foolish. You sound foolish.
I don't sound foolish.
Because niggas go bald for fun. How many girls go bald for fun?
But no, I'm not saying it's bald for fun. What I'm saying
but alopecia is not something that is life-threatening.
Girls, it's serious.
But at Jada's age, it's normal. It's normal for women to go through.
That's why I asked you. Is this something?
Menopause is also normal. Do you think girls go broadcasting it though?
Okay, but it's normal to the fact that if someone made a joke about menopause, no one's gonna get up and slap another person for it. I'm not saying that she can't feel embarrassed about her alopecia. I'm not saying that she can't obviously feel some anxiousness around it, some sadness around it. What I'm saying is alopecia for women at that age is normal.
Yeah, but you're trying to minimize the way she should feel, and you shouldn't be invalidating.
No, Isaac,
so why are you taking this so serious?
We're not trying to minimize anything.
No, you're not. He's
only telling you. Look,
it's very.
He's trying to tell you it's not that serious.
He's telling you
in reality it could be very serious.
It's not the disease itself. It's not that he's saying the disease itself is not that serious. The context of which it was addressed is not that serious. That's where we're kind of missing the point right now, because
you explained it yourself.
Huh?
Chris Rock is somebody they know. Chris Rock probably knew what was going on, so that's why Will Smith reacted.
No, I didn't say that's why. That could be why.
Okay.
But at the same time, he made a joke, and the joke was he even referred it to something outside of the situation, G.I. Jane. Obviously, the context and the bottom line was referring to her bald head.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. He is not directly insulting, nor is he diminishing what she's going through. Because how many times, especially when we know, this is what I'm saying, there's so many layers to it. Because by him knowing them, there's also, in the back of his mind, there's also, Will's made a joke about this before. So this should be something we can laugh at together. Mm-hmm. That could have been something he's thinking about. Do you get what I'm saying? It's just like now, if let's say in your friend group, you guys are all winning, but you have one of you guys that's broke or that's still struggling, but like you guys are still supporting from time to time. If now one day you make a joke about going on a trip, and you're like, "Are you sure you're gonna be able to afford this trip?" As a joke, because you guys know each other, he should be able to see that as a joke. Mm-hmm. For him, he could actually be suffering, as in like he has a lot of like debt to pay, and you guys just know that he doesn't have that much money. So he, in your position, telling that joke, you're coming from a place of we're cool. Why would you think this is to offend you in any way? Mm-hmm. We have supported you before. Why would you think I'm now directly telling you about your situation and I'm doing it in a manner of dissent? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right? That's what I'm saying. There's so many layers. We can't just say that like Chris is doing it from a point of to insult them. That's why everyone's confused that why you went to slap someone you know.
Yeah.
Because guy, firstly, you've made a joke about it before. Whether it is if it's to a man, are we now diminishing the man's feelings about his alopecia? Because that's the context of what all of this is. Like, it's a joke. It's his job. When people are making short jokes about people that actually have heightisms, we laugh. When people are making jokes about homosexuals, we used to laugh.
No, I still love.
Keyword used to. I'm used to.
Oh my god!
But when people are making jokes about race, we laugh. When people are making jokes about the women and men dynamic, we laugh. People are making jokes about war, we laugh. But in this specific scenario, Will, you're telling me, you as a comedian yourself, you're telling me you can't laugh. Come on now.
The truth of the matter is, the nature of comedy is to walk
that line, bro. You shake your ass in the line.
Like, I mean, who's who's this guy? Is it Andrew Schultz? Is that his name? Come on, that guy's hilarious. But he walks the fine.
He doesn't walk that line. He's on the other side, bro.
He's a New Yorker, man. You know they're always on that other side. But the thing is, it's just like at the end of the day, it's a joke. Like if you are, I get it. He's making a joke about your wife in front of the whole world. Boo hoo, blah blah blah. Can I ask you a question? The Oscars we're how many months away from the Oscars? Besides that moment where he slapped Chris Rock, what else do you actually remember? You don't remember. I don't remember any other joke he made. I don't remember anything else in that night. I literally don't. Now, the average viewer would have forgotten about that joke and life would have went on.
Bro.
It would have went on.
Like literally no one would make it about Jada.
Wouldn't have forgot.
Of course she wouldn't, bro. Is she your DMs? Is that why?
That's why he's defending her.
I fight for my black queens, man, because nobody else wants to.
This guy's marketing is ridiculous. Talk about black queens. I think Isaac has caused a lot of girls to call me misogynist, bro.
Call me?
No, me.
Oh, I was like, huh?
Of all people,
come on, your type of timing. God. Why do you think they're calling you that?
Someone asked me actually.
If you're a misogynist?
No, ask me what I think about them. I said I don't really care because.
What do you think about misogynist?
Guy, the word definition is hate women. No, they asked me what I think about other people thinking I'm a misogynist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I said I don't care. I don't really care because it's not true.
You know,
bro, you can't call me white and then I'm getting vexed that you're calling me white. Bro, you're clearly blind. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah.
I think it's just because I wouldn't say you tend. It's because I feel like people are usually one-sided and usually tend to see things a certain way when it comes to the whole argument girl stuff, and then you usually tend to show like a different point of view. Usually the point of view will be sometimes against the woman. So I guess that's why they think that.
Bro, even as we talk about some men, remember when I said guys need to stop buying girls flowers. Nothing happened. No guy was. Huh?
Why do you think that?
If the girl does not like you and she's not reciprocating anything, why are you buying her flowers again and again? You can buy her the first time in a means to try and sway her, but if she's showing you nothing, why are you getting it again? Do you get what I'm saying? It's just like compliments. You can compliment someone for the sake of you wanting to compliment them, but if you're doing it at a point of trying to get her attention and you're not getting her attention, come on. I think you even said it before.
Of course.
Do you get what I'm saying? So like, bro, I know this is how the internet works.
Yeah.
I know this is how the internet works.
Thing and they run with it.
No, of course,
ignore everything else except for that one thing.
Bro, I do not care. Do you get what I'm saying? Like the people that I care about, if my mom called me today and said your videos, then I have something to worry about. Yeah. Because then I'm like, I need to.
That's the person's opinion that you actually care about.
It's not even that. That's someone that actually knows me and knows that if I'm saying something wrong, it is wrong. Someone that is already biased. You can't, bro. Your opinion doesn't mean anything, bro.
Why are you looking at me like that?
What are you talking about?
But I was gonna even like talking about jokes and stuff like that, right? I was thinking about. Have you heard Central Cee's song about Doja?
Doja Cat trying to indulge in that when you said that?
No.
Or the one, how can I be homophobic? My bitch is gay?
Yep. Do you know the funny thing is...
Wait, say that again? What was the part?
How can I be homophobic? My bitch is gay.
The funny thing is, right? I heard it's a slapping... Bro, that intro? God. Fantabulous. It was a sick intro.
It really depends who you are, to be honest.
to say it.
Because if some other
bro, this is where I was about to go. This is where I was about to
go. They're on his ass.
This is where I was about to go, brother. For me, I listened to the song. I said, "Wow, this is strong. You're strong." Really, but then I deeped it and I said, "Bro, DaBaby made a comment that was in support of
that song."
No, not in the song. I remember his not Rolling Loud, the last concert that people
about.
Yeah.
Okay.
He made a comment,
and it was how we getting STDs and shit.
No, this is where people got it wrong, right? He was just like, hands up if you're this, as in hands up in the crowd, like hands up if you're this, hands up if you're that, hands up if you're, and he's like, hands up if you're not. It's I don't want to misinterpret it because I know what he said. I don't want to misinterpret it.
He said something about like hands up if like you don't have STDs or you have like did you say if you don't have AIDS? Yeah, he said if you don't have AIDS.
So how does that correlate to
and he got in a lot of flack for that, bro.
Huh?
Is that what he's trying to say?
He wasn't trying to say that, but he said those words, and then the LGBTQ plus asterisks, they now made it as though he was then saying something bad about gay people.
Okay.
Imagine that situation.
No, I'm pretty sure he did say something he said, hands up if you don't have AIDS. And then he said some shit like, my fans, they don't got AIDS. My fans, even if
I don't record that. If that's what I don't record that last part.
He said something about like, if my gay fans are they're not the ones with AIDS. They're not dirty. He said something very
John,
controversial.
This is why I said
very
John. This is why I said I didn't want to paraphrase, because when I listened to what he said at the time, I heard everything he said, and there was nothing that was. You found it? No, play it.
It's so bad.
Play it.
Hello.
You didn't show up today with HIV, AIDS, any of them deadly sexually transmitted diseases that'll make you die in 2-3 weeks. Put a cell phone light in the air. Lady, if your pussy smell like water, put a cell phone light in the air.
Is that all he said?
Fellas, lights up.
Apparently, see, in the video it says DaBaby's message to his gay/homo fans.
Again.
No,
but how do you know he was talking that?
Thank you.
But you listen because you've only played the first 15 seconds of the clip.
So you want me to keep playing?
No, play the rest of it because he doesn't. What does he go on to say?
Put your cell phone lights in the air. Let's be real about this shit. Yeah, keep it fucking real. Some of y'all niggas suspect as a motherfucker. Let's be real.
Pause it right there. Some of you niggas.
Who said that? Who said that?
Real.
It was the DJ.
But did he not then say for real? He said, yeah, for real. So he's agreeing with that comment.
Carry on.
Giving my love to my fans. See what I'm saying?
Wait, is that part of the video? No. Okay, well, no, but hold on. That has nothing to do with what we're about to say, right? All of what he said. Look, I don't want it to seem like I'm back in his corner for what he said. I'm just saying, from a general point of view, where has he made it seem as though it's a bad thing to be gay?
In all of his music.
No, we're talking about this part here, John. Come on. In that part,
that plays. Why are you looking at me like that?
John. He's been doing all his songs.
No, because you want to say all of his. Name 3 songs where he's made it a bad thing to be gay.
If you can
wait, John, before you answer, hold on. I've not finished my point because look. If you're saying in all of his music, no one said anything until he's now made this comment. And they're saying directly at this comment, he's making an insult against the community. Looking at that comment, where has he directly insulted anyone or said it's a bad, or made it seem as though being gay is a bad thing or a good thing? Like where has he made that shift to say being like put a bad light on gay people? His DJ said you're a suspect. Yeah. It's saying you're suspect of being gay. It is saying you're suspect of being gay and that's a bad thing.
Yeah, but come on.
No, wait, John, wait, John,
activist John's in the building. Once the next
let me finish now. Let me finish. Now he said the whole suspect. Obviously, we know the connotations and what exactly is going on in terms of like you're a suspect, blah. But where's DaBaby actually said something insulting? Okay, because we listened to it, right?
May I answer you?
Well, so from my point of view, when I listened to it properly, I did not see anywhere where he was directly insulting against the community.
Amen.
Right? So I'm not trying to defend his views if he has negative views on gay people. I'm not trying to defend him in any way, but I'm just looking at it from an outsider's point of view. Listening to what he said, I did not see where all the palaver became. Now moving to Central Cee.
Wait, can I respond?
Yeah.
So the issue that I have with what you're saying is we are acting. Okay, so the statement that his DJ made, right? Y'all are sus as hell or whatever, something along those lines.
He said some of y'all be suspect as hell.
Okay, good. And then DaBaby is saying, for real, right? We have to understand the underlying context of saying y'all are sus as hell.
But the thing is, you can't.
My nigga, can I finish?
No, I'm just saying you can't relay that because you don't know if he was saying that in regards to the DaBaby statement. You don't know that. He could have just randomly started a new statement. You don't know that. But continue.
The underlying context about saying y'all are suspect for real is the fact that being gay is bad. That is the underlying context. It's the same way that if I go to the South and a white guy goes to me, he's like, "Hey boy, come here." What's the underlying context? He's not saying boy as in like, oh, like
we're referring back to slavery.
He's
putting you in a lower position, right?
Which is a bad thing. So it's like,
okay, now where the context of where the context of being gay become a problem?
Because it's being okay. This also goes back to the fact that African Americans don't
gay.
like
gay.
No, see, we don't fuck with gay people. African Americans, culture does not
see. I know
Africans don't speak for African Americans.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, you don't fuck with them niggas, but don't speak for African American niggas.
But what I'm
we don't. I can't just lie.
Finish, bro.
I'm sorry.
Hey, God, Isaac. Just pray. I'm awake when I'm.
Keep it in.
But what I'm saying is, it's the fact that the African American community has always they've not really accepted gay people. So it's all these underlying layers that
what I want you to do is take away the American part and just add African.
African Americans,
It's just Africans. African Americans are probably the most accepting out of the three groups you just named.
Yeah, but
just because you're the most doesn't mean you don't. That's
you could be the best of the worst, but you're still worst.
Exactly. Look, at the end of the day, what I'm saying is
because what you know in context of an African American, that's why he said it.
Exactly.
Let's do this African American.
Peel back all these layers, and the truth is, people at the end of the day are not comfortable with homosexuality.
No, they're not comfortable with gay niggas. That's it. That's it. All these niggas, they don't care about lesbian bitches. They do not care. It's just gay niggas. They won't be pressed by gay niggas. That's it. It's usually the guys. Girls usually do not care.
That's his context of saying African American.
But at the end of the day, people are not comfortable with these things, so they make these tiny statements that you think, what's the big deal? But the truth is, when you look behind and you peel back the layers, there is an issue there.
We're peeling back layers, right? That there's an issue with it. Now, DaBaby has gone to say, because everyone else before that, he said, throw up your light. Throw up your light. What does that mean? Show you're in support. Show you're here. He's shining a light on all these people. Now he's addressed gay people and he's used he's just used a way of trying to get everyone comfortable with just the whole, and then he's now said, show your light. He didn't say get out.
But you also but this is the issue as well, right?
See, why
would you highlight the fact that somebody has all these STDs? Again, peel back the layers.
John.
No. So you're assuming that you're talking about gay people?
No. Now I'm not even assuming we're talking about gay people. This is the point I'm about to make, right?
John, wait. For the last 50 years,
we've made it a thing where if someone has any sort of sexually transmitted disease, we shame them. We make them feel bad. It's like a negative stereotype. We make them like if a girl.
So now, why isn't that hard? Why isn't that hard?
There's all these different tropes of
that we put in a bad light.
So why are you not? Hold on. If you ain't got this, put your hands in it. You're highlighting the fact that people who have that have a problem, and that's not always the case.
Isaac, what is happening?
Nigga, I'm bored, man.
Nah, I know you're bored, but bro, this is some crazy things to be saying online. I have to cut that shit out.
They do have a problem. Like, they need to get some medicine.
What if they were...
Okay, no, wait, John, wait,
but does that mean
wait, John, let's...
Yes, the problem's inside of them, so it's theirs.
Let's this. Let's not bait into that, because this is a serious topic. I don't want to joke about it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to...
I'll allow you to cut it.
Okay, maybe we're
hold on.
Maybe we're discussing two different things.
We're not discussing two different things.
What we're actually discussing.
We're not discussing two different things, right? We're discussing the same thing, but we're looking at it from very, very different perspectives. The problem where it comes from in terms of AIDS and relating it to gay people has always been in a bad light, right? And for a lot of these rappers, that's how they've understood gay people. Those are the context behind, if he's gay, he probably has AIDS. Do you get what I'm saying?
But that's not just rappers, that's more...
No. I'm saying in the context of a rapper that we're talking about a rapper, right? He's in a position now where he's saying, drop your light. It's the same with when comedians are making jokes. Bro, how many comedians have made jokes about gay people and AIDS? How many comedians have made jokes about black people? Bro, we need to understand. Look, in the context of what he was saying, he was celebrating. Put your lights up. That's what he was saying.
But he's saying put your lights up if you don't have these things.
Bro, but is he not making the point of you can be gay and not have AIDS?
Can we watch the video? No. Let me pull it up. Just so I have.
From what you're saying, put your lights up if you don't have these things. He's put. The thing is, like, look, I think what I'm saying might contradict itself, because he's saying if you don't, he's putting in my mind, he's pointing out the fact that there can be gay people without AIDS. The stereotype of gay people having AIDS, he's going against it by saying if you have these things, and if you're gay and you don't have these, if you don't have AIDS, put your lights up. He's showing not all gay people have AIDS. The problem with what I'm saying, I understand that the problem with what I'm saying is that obviously there's a negative side of it where he's saying also, if you do have this and you also are this, don't put your lights up. Yeah. There's that context behind it too. But you have to look at it from a very simple mind. A lot of these rappers have a very simple mind. So when it comes to wordplay and all that, they can go into complex, wordplay. They can go into grammatical, all these to make their art form better. But behind the art form, if you look at the person themselves, a lot of them are not as educated. So when they're saying certain things, you need to look at it. Like if a baby says something bad, if a baby swears, you're going to ask, where do you learn that from? That's your first instinct. Because you're aware the baby doesn't know any better. Why is it now that when all these rappers that haven't had proper education are now speaking, they're now in a platform where they're not even performing their art when he's speaking. I'm not talking about when he's rapping. When he's speaking, they're performing their art. They're not performing their art. They're now trying to speak, and they were criticizing them as if they were someone that was fully capable of speaking.
Okay,
do you get what I'm saying?
I get where you're coming from, and let me answer that, right? At the end of the day, these are not children. These are grown men who have the money to educate themselves. If you have the money and the time to educate yourself, and you go out and you're saying something fucking stupid, I'm gonna say you're being fucking stupid.
John. How am I being? Okay, wait, John.
John, broke your whole life. You think, and these niggas are finally getting money. You think the first thing they're thinking about
is go back to school.
Let's go back to school.
It's not about going back to school. It's about educating yourself. The truth of the matter is, nigga, at the end of the day, why am I lowering my standard and expectation for a 25, 30-year-old grown man?
John, it's not about what I'm not here except because I'm looking at it from different sides. I don't need to look at it from the side of him being insulting and him undermining a certain group of people. I don't need to look at that side because everyone is looking at that side. Mm-hmm. I don't need to bring that up again.
Yeah.
So in my eyes, I'm aware of that part now. Mm-hmm. Let me now look at some other sides to it, because there are other sides.
There are other sides.
If we're looking at someone that obviously he has the money, has the time, but hasn't used the money and the time to be educated. If we're going to look at it from that context, he's not educated, so he's only going to say what he's learned about these people, and what he's learned about these people is the context of a disease and them being related. And he's now said something where he's removing that stigma, or he's separating that stigma. Why can't we just now look at things from every point of view rather than just one point of view? That's why I'm confused. Why I'm just like, why are people now making the context of me bringing up DaBaby is because why is it that we've had such an outrage for DaBaby, but someone
who was directly talking about DaBaby was left alone?
Let me play the song. Let me play the song. The song, he did not wait. He didn't hide it. It was, oh my God, bro. When I thought about it, I was vexed because I'm just like, wait, and bro, his song is being played everywhere. No one has said, I haven't heard Pim from that community. I haven't heard anything.
Okay, can I?
Your community is not saying anything.
Why you bring that up? I just want to point out the fact that I think that from my perspective and the way I think about it is, I see things in this perspective where it's like, okay, somebody's rich, they have money, they have a platform, and they're not careful about the things that they say. That trope of person, which in this case we're talking about DaBaby, how many degrees away are they from somebody like Trump? And the reason why, and you might be like, well, Trump is a bit of an extreme example, but he's not that far. He has money. He has a platform. He says shit out of his ass. Now, granted, Trump is educated to a certain degree, but the question is, how far of a degree do you need to go to where we're like, okay, we know he's not educated even though he has money and a platform, but we're going to let the shit he says slide, all the way to someone who's like Trump.
The reason why I want to stop you,
he's racist, he's a bastard.
Hold on, John. The reason why I want to stop you is because we both agree with your point. We're not disputing your point.
Okay.
We just brought up the other side. The reason I brought up the other side is to talk about this Central Cee issue.
I mean, to be honest, we all know why.
No,
because DaBaby's mainstream, Central Cee's not.
It could.
I was gonna go to race.
I could.
I was gonna go to race because how many times have we celebrated the other? Celebrated the other race for saying things that they've come down on us for.
I think it really also depends
because it goes back to wait. Sorry to interrupt.
That's okay.
It goes back to this whole the stigma around black people having a problem with gay people. So when we then talk about the subject, we're automatically seen as we're talking negative.
Okay.
But when the white people that have been portrayed as being so accepting of the community, when they talk about the subject, nothing's being said. That's my problem, bro. Let me play the song, John. I don't think you understand, brother.
From me, my point of view, where I think it comes from is it definitely depends on your fan base and how mainstream you are. Definitely the main, DaBaby, he's more so mainstream, more so everybody listens to his music. That's why he get canceled. If you say someone like YoungBoy, he would not get canceled. Yeah, it's based on his fan base. You would say he's mainstream, but he's not a certain type of way of mainstream. Also,
are you saying that Central Cee is not mainstream?
He is.
He hasn't broken that
barrier
American
yet.
market. That American market. It's
that's my point.
Like, what's the rapper,
he's now mainstream
or whatever. He hasn't really broken.
That's why I'm shocked.
He is quite mainstream, but he's not.
He's not as he's not as mainstream as DaBaby. But brother, come on, you said, see, if Drake said it, if another black, because I was thinking about it, bro. If any other rap, if any like in my mind. I don't know, like I don't like going to race for everything, but I really deep in. I thought if J House said it, if One Asen said it, bro, we have to be so careful. But let me play this, John. I don't think you're understanding.
I've heard this song.
Brother, that's 5 seconds.
Oh, it got worse.
5 seconds in, and he's already. Because the funny thing is now. What is he even saying? Yeah. How can I be homophobic if my bitch is gay? It's just like I said, how can I be a racist if I have a friend that's gay, that's black? But now are we not understanding these things? Yeah, but then we're trying to remove a whole, like we're trying to remove a man from his whole stream of living. But this one we're playing it come on. If we're gonna do that over there, let's do it over here. I don't get it.
I also feel like your fan base and like society or like your whatever around you, I feel like they take a look at you because remember what I always said that I can't get canceled because I don't care.
Yeah,
that's the same thing with YoungBoy. YoungBoy, he couldn't get canceled because he doesn't care. People like Drake, people like Jack Harlow, they could get canceled.
But can Kanye get canceled? Think about it.
Yeah, but
that's because of how they've tailored.
You feel like that's set himself up.
Yeah, because I don't feel YoungBoy can get cancelled because his fans are
so loyal.
If not, that's what they're if not like him. It's they're not mainstream fans. It's just like Travis Scott. His fans aren't mainstream fans.
Yeah.
This guy's fans are everyone.
It really matters on who your fan base is.
That's why I'm like, brother, come on.
I do.
Guy, why are you moving the mic so far away? Are you scared?
Oh, my bad. I didn't realize. My bad. I get where you're coming from, and the point you're raising is valid, right? Because then you ask yourself questions like, okay, is it race? Is it because he's in the UK and
bro,
it's America that's so charged politically? Like you factor in all these questions. Personally, it's just one of those things where you have to look at it and you have to say, well, if we're gonna start to look at rap and the lines that people cross, nigga, we'd be looking at every rapper. Like, I know. Real talk. We'd be looking at every rapper. Okay, let me.
But the reason why I had such a weird feeling about it was just because it wasn't too long ago. It's not like what happened to DaBaby was a decade ago. This literally happened a few months ago.
Yeah, but how many times in real life is it like an artist will drop a song and then 3 years later or something, it gets recirculated because it has some really like controversial.
No, but think about it. A lot of the things that get recirculated because someone has now listened to it again and heard a deeper, something that was
a deeper
hidden,
meaning,
or something that people could have looked over. Guy, 5 seconds.
It's just weird. It's just it comes down to some rappers can get away with stuff that others can't.
But no, what was that Drake song where he talked about I dated
girls want girls?
No, I dated SZA back in 2008. That was a line he had in like an older Drake song.
It's a line, but
when Drake, he didn't get into controversy, but there was a little bit of drama surrounding like how young of women he dates. Yeah. Then someone brought that up, and it was like a song from some of his earlier albums. Then someone brought that to the surface, like, well, look what this nigga's, this nigga's been leaving receipts everywhere. So it's like maybe people just need time.
No, but John,
to let the song circulate so that drama
you brought up an example. If you look at that Drake song, where are these verses placed? They're probably in the middle of a full bar.
Yeah.
They're in like someone would have had to listen, they're bopping. Then whoa.
Yeah.
Guy, this is 5 seconds. Bro, should I play again? John, I think I'll play it. Let me play again. I need John to understand.
No, I get it.
I think you do, bro. Let me play again. Dude, this is start from zero. As in like 5 seconds, John. You can't miss it. There's no like, tomorrow I'll hear it again. Oh, whoa.
After that is Hitman in the top. Try see a man topless. Even the stick is gay.
Okay, look, I get where you're coming from, and I get that. Okay, why is X being canceled, but Y isn't? But what I'm then referring to now is, if we have to start examining what rappers are saying, we're gonna be looking at a lot of rappers for a very long time.
I understand, right? But it's just a thought that came to me because for rappers to say these things, a lot of the things are there'll be either innuendos or it's delivered in a manner which, if you're listening closely, or it's only like tomorrow you hear. If you listen to it again, you might hear it. But this was like right in your face, and nothing, like no outrage. Bro, Joe, I don't think you understand. Zero.
My final answer, I think it really comes. It comes down to how loyal your fan base is. That's what I have to answer.
No, but then, like, his fan base.
If your fan base is ready to turn on you, I feel like that's how you can get canceled.
Yeah, but the baby
doesn't really have that loyal
the baby has.
fan base.
The baby has. He doesn't have a loyal fan base.
I don't think he has that loyal of a fan base.
Well, I don't think it's about having a loyal fan base.
I don't think it's about having a loyal fan base because the baby's fan base is very.
Who are you making?
It's similar to that kind of American type of rap. As in, most of these rappers have a very cliquey fan base. Okay. It's not like their fan base is everyone. Because, bro, the way I found out the baby was coincidence. It wasn't like I heard him anywhere. Because you don't hear his songs on radio.
But
you don't hear.
Could also connect it to Fresh and Fit. They say the most out of the pocket shit, but because of how loyal their fan base is, they're okay.
I don't think. No. I don't think it's loyalty. I think it's the type of people that are following you. Because if you have a group of people that has these exact same thoughts that you do, they're gonna always follow you no matter what you say. Versus, let's say, for example, Fresh and Fit, they had like a bunch of feminists following them because they were saying all these great things about women, and then they said something controversial. Oh, they'd be done. Their fan group would turn away. But because they've said all these things, and the people that are listening to the things that they're saying also agree with the things they're saying, they're like, why would I stop listening to them? Like, I'm gonna keep listening to them. You know what I mean?
But then why I'm having trouble understanding this is because DaBaby has gone from a point where obviously he had his quote unquote cult following to now where he's everywhere mainstream, going to South Korea, blah blah blah. Central Cee is everywhere. It's not like he's singing to his fan base. Him releasing this song is at a point where the whole world is listening.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
How many monthly listeners does he have on Spotify?
10 million.
Who does?
Central Cee. Let's see DaBaby, right?
Jesus Christ.
DaBaby's only 30 million.
30?
Yep.
That's 30? Pretty good.
Bro, come on. Like, at this point, what, bro? Like, and I'm not saying like this is my main problem. I don't like, personally, I love the song. Bro, that bar, oh my god, that bar is crazy, bro.
Yeah,
that bar is crazy.
You like it,
but then
it sounds pretty bad. I'm not.
Oh, bad. I thought it was sick, but it was just
nice.
I listened
John, why don't you like it?
No. What I'm saying is the bar lends to the fact about how, you know, we do make a lot of unnecessary jokes about the homosexual community, which is, you know, very unnecessary, but that's besides the point. Artistically, it's a nice, but like if I like niggas rapping, I'm like, you know, it's a nice bar. You know, that's what I'm just. But
strictly artistically, I think, bro, for the first 2-3 listen, I was listening artistically. It was when it just entered, I said, whoa. No, it was there's this comedian, this Instagram. I don't want to say Instagram. He's a comedian, Millionaire Chihuahua. I don't know if you see him anywhere. He's English, right, or British. So he released one of his skits, right. I'll play the skit for you. That's what got me thinking. All right, let me play the skit quickly. Right, so this is...
Why do you have that on your phone?
Right, you ready? Oh,
I know this nigga.
Calvin Harris and Dua Lipa on Radio 1. Hope you're having a great afternoon, whatever you're up to. Now, we're going to play you the new Central Cee tune. It's called Doja. It is a little bit offensive, but we'll play you as much as we can. Here we go. And that was Central Cee, Doja. Up next, Sam Fender.
That got me thinking. Because, I saw that, I laughed. Then I was like, whoa.
I wouldn't let me listen to no radio play.
Huh?
I don't think he's going to get no radio play, man.
Unless he releases like a uncensored, like, you know how back in the day.
Actually listen to the radio in a while?
No, I haven't.
Because I started listening again, like, just when I drive. Bro, they only play like these white people and Drake. No,
they're playing Megan Thee Stallion.
Oh shit! Megan Thee Stallion,
they're
the fat
bleeping
one.
So many things out, and I'm just like,
who's the
what kind of
fat girl? Lizzo.
What the hell is this? Yo, this nigga said the fat one. What's wrong with you?
Listen, the only black people that are getting playing time is Drake, the light skin, the fat Lizzo, and Megan Thee Stallion, the bitch that got shot. God, we're so tired of them, bro. Play some young boy.
Wow. I knew people think me. Yo, I have to misogynist. This is crazy.
Whoa, didn't I come after Drake too? I'm tired of hearing that nigga.
Yes, good.
Bro, you want to hear something new, bro.
Someone needs to come and collect this dude, bro. Yo.
You think all these other artists aren't getting any playing time because their lyrics are too vulgar?
It's also explicit.
Bro.
They're playing songs that are super explicit. Like they can't have that on the radio, man.
Bro, no. The song that Megan Thee Stallion is being played right now is one of them. Is explicit. I'm hearing because like I was in the mall.
No, it's also if the radio station can acquire the rights to play the song, or the artist doesn't want the radio station to play it, I gotta pay for that.
Because you know they play basically radio music in the mall.
Yeah.
One day I'm listening. This is Megan Thee Stallion. So I listen properly, bro. Hella beeps, blocking out. I'm just like, what? How enjoyable is this now? If every sentence you're having to bleep out all the explicit things she's saying, but she's still getting played.
But the thing is, certain songs, right? Like if a radio station,
because bear in mind, this was a song with someone else.
Okay,
so that's why they're playing.
Okay, that could be.
You know what I'm saying?
But don't quote me on this. But I'm pretty sure radio stations need to acquire some sort of license to play the artist's songs, right? So an artist like Drake. They might only have a certain amount of liquid cash to get the license to actually be able to play a certain song. So they gotta pick and choose. Like, okay, what's a really popular Drake song that we can play a lot, that we can get our money back for the money we're spending? Is definitely not going to be some like the motto, because that might be too expensive.
What are you trying to argue against?
What did you say?
What's John trying to argue? I don't understand.
Pay attention to it.
What I'm saying is the reason why certain artists might not get played on the radio, or certain songs from particular artists might not get played on the radio, is because the radio station might not be able to afford the licensing to play those songs.
Because of what they can gain back.
Exactly.
No, we understand that.
Like there are certain Drake songs that you could have on repeat on a radio station.
Yeah.
Like Cash Cow versus other songs that are speaking to it. But like Six God from Drake is all of Drake's fans now that are listening to Honestly Nevermind. They're not probably going to want to turn up to that song in the summer. They're probably not. So they're not going to get the licensing to play that song.
I get that, but bro, I see. I don't know. Mine is just that whole. It just got me thinking, because I'm just like, so no one's gonna say anything about Central Cee. Absolutely no one. But DaBaby is here. He's here fighting for his life, bro.
He's not fighting for his life. That nigga will be fine.
I think he's fine now.
It's just. Yeah, I don't know. But when it comes to music, the truth is, everyone says like very controversial shit. Like everybody,
bro. I'll see. At this point, art is an expression. And art, you can only express your experiences. If we're gonna enjoy a lot of these rappers and musicians that have come from very toxic experiences, we have to expect that art form is gonna express what they've experienced. I don't know why we're so shocked.
What are your thoughts on the fact that
are you fighting with this mic? I don't understand. Love the mic, bro.
Sorry, is it better? I don't want to be Isaac, you know what I'm saying? Isaac, he loves his mics right close.
Yeah, you need it close, bro. Look at all of us, our mics are close.
What are your thoughts on the Khloe Kardashian situation with Tristan Thompson in the sense that they're having another child together? Like another child after
she's just stupid.
Bro, that's
the whole. I mean,
she's stupid. That's it. That's the only way you can put
it. Personally, that's exactly my sentiment. Because think how many girls here do you see making stupid decisions? I don't really bat an eyelid.
Well, at this point, she's basically begging this nigga to be loyal.
Yeah,
and whatever he does, she'll go back. She's just stupid.
Interesting. So you don't have any, take or position on the actions of the man?
He's living life.
Yeah. Are they married?
Do you want us to condemn him?
No. Hold on. Hey, hold on. I'm asking, are they married?
I actually don't know.
No, they're not.
They're not married.
Nigga, and then he has no respect for her.
And how many times has he disrespected her?
like 4 or 5,
bro.
So why am I not going to pay attention?
That we know of, bro. It's probably been.
But this is my point. So why am I not going to? Why am I not going to?
He's had like 2 other children.
This is my point. So why am I not going to?
He's having 4 kids. She's only had 2.
John, this is what I'm saying. It's crazy. So why am I not going to pay attention again? The boy who cried wolf, bro. She's crying wolf again. The first time
I actually think he's gonna propose to a girl like that,
bro. The first time he disrespected you. Oh yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, this guy is crazy. Second time he disrespected you. How can he do this again? Third time he's disrespecting you. Are you not seeing what he's doing to you? Yeah. Fourth time, come on, Chloe. At this point, I can't be bothered, bro.
Just have an open relationship at this point, bro.
I don't think he even has a relationship with her in his mind. Like, come on. At this point, every time I scroll my media, people are forcing these stories because think about it, bro. This is an irrelevant story. Like, if you look at it for what it is, someone has disrespected you over 4, 5, 10 times, and you're still there.
Honestly, my perspective, I don't think they're actually together anymore. I think
no, they're not.
I think it's just
they're just having the baby.
PR. Yeah, I think it's just PR. It's for publicity. They still stay in the same vicinity because of the children.
Bro, that story goes quickly.
But I don't think they're actually in a relationship anymore.